Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the Tuval Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Hello everyone, my name is Naledi Mfoloe and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the latest edition of the African Diaspora News channel, where we unravel the stories that shape our world and our communities. Today we dive deep into the currents of information, from the pulse of politics to the heartbeat of entertainment. We've got it all covered, so please stay tuned for news experience like no other. South Africa's new Government of National Unity, GNU, a coalition that has actually raised eyebrows and sparked vibrant debate across the nation. And now at its core, the political partnership sees the traditional leftist African National Congress joining forces with the centrist to right Democratic Alliance. Now, given the historical, ideological, and demographic differences between these two parties, many are left wondering how this coalition will actually navigate the choppy waters of governance. Now, among these concerns, the ANC's acting spokesperson, Zuko Godlimpi, has been vocal in reassuring that despite the coalition with the DA, the ANC will not waver from its ideological standpoints or policy agenda. Now, I think that this reassurance is meant to actually help the anxieties among the ANC supporters who fear that the party might prioritize business elites' interests over those of the working class and historically disenfranchised communities. Let's have a look.
The truth is that the DA is obviously a largely white-led party. It has voiced opposition to some of the ANC's what you could consider black empowerment projects. I mean, given that South Africa's population is overwhelmingly black, is there no concern from the ANC about the messaging to the electorate, to all the South Africans?
Well, that was the concern of the ANC going to the election. It remained the concern of the ANC going to the negotiation table. But I just want us not to be sidetracked by a hyperbole that is not rooted on fact. So the entire critique proceeds from the false impression that the GNU is a bipartisan pact between the ANC and the DA. It is not. It includes 11 political parties. So the DA doesn't have this exaggerated power that people present it to have in that arrangement. And if you read through the signed statement of intent, which the DA agreed to, it outlines the minimum parameters for policy that this government is going to pursue. And by and large, the consensus was built around the substance of the ANC manifesto. There is a commitment to industrial policy. There is a commitment to redress and transformation. There is a commitment to sustaining the existing policies. For instance, there is no threat to the minimum wage, even though the DA on its own is opposed to the minimum wage, but it would have to canvass above 60% consensus in the GNU if it were to ever be able to repeal the minimum wage. So the ANC and the rest of the progressive black parties within that framework will still be able to defend the policies that exist. We're not building the South African state anew. We're not building a new policy platform. All policies that have existed from 1994 up to date are still in effect and will be the basis of this government.
Now, in his statement, he emphasizes that the ANC remains committed to its fundamental principles of social justice, economic equity, and empowerment. Now, the party's core policies, as you all know, include the land reform, job creation through public work programs, and the expanded social services that are viewed as non-negotiable pillars of their governance approach. Now, the public response to the GNU has varied. Some citizens are hopeful that this coalition could be a new era of cooperation and effective governance by actually bringing in resources and ideas from both parties. Optimists believe that the partnership might temper the more extreme elements on either side, fostering a more balanced and policy making. However, skeptics are wary. There's a fear that the coalition might end up being an uneasy marriage of convenience, resulting in policy paralysis or even half-baked compromises that satisfy neither constituencies. Now, from my opinion, I think that for the ANC, the challenge will be to faithfully enact its pro-poor policies while demonstrating the governance efficiency that have been hallmarks of the DA. And for the DA, I think the challenge will be to embrace a broader social justice mandate without abandoning its policies, right? Now, with that being said, as we wait and see, let's engage in the comments section, shall we? Please be sure to give this video a like and engage in the comment section. We want to hear from you. What are your thoughts in regards to this whole coalition between the ANC and the DA and the entire GNU that has been formed? We want to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. That's it from me. Till we meet again, it is good.